have the right to be happy. I deserve to be happy. Everyone in this room deserves to be happy. Today I'll be talking to y'all about gay rights and the rights for them to be married. Okay? So I'll be going over 3 points. We have the laws: freedom of expression, freedom of religion, and are we in the equality of a country that's completely equal with each other? So with the first point I'll be going over, freedom of expression. Everybody has the freedom to be who they want to be, say what they want to say. It's in our Constitution. This is something that was given to us from the day we were born in the United States. So what's so wrong about someone holding hands with the opposite sex? What's so wrong about someone giving PDA a kiss? Sure, PDA on certain levels with other people, it could bother them. But what's the difference between seeing a couple who's just holding hands, just a homosexual couple holding hands, compared to a heterosexual couple that's kissing, like, on a different level? So what's the difference? I really see that. If they're both happy, go for it. Like, I believe that everyone should be happy and choose who they want to love, because you can't choose that. With freedom of religion, everyone had the freedom when we were born to choose what religion we should be a part of. There are certain religions that let you have more than 5 wives. Why is it okay to not be married to the same sex couple, and compared to someone who has the option to marry a bunch of different people? Where are those standings right there? With equality, everyone here is equal. We were set to know that our whole country was set on equal grounds. Sure, it took us a little bit to let other people be as equal as us, but now that we're in 2015, shouldn't we be able to be equal as a whole? Yesterday, actually, Apple sent out a new update for emojis. We now have colored emojis. We now have emojis that have 2 boys, 2 girls, and a boy and girl emoji that are in love. So if Apple and everybody else feels like that should be a thing, shouldn't we actually move forward and actually accept it? I believe that everyone knows that people have their own opinions, and that's completely okay. Sure, some people don't like it and some people do, but why not let them be who they are? What makes you think that you can stop them from getting married in a different country? There are a country and states that are okay with it, and then coming back to live in the normal world with us. Texas is one of the states that doesn't have legalized gay marriage, which is okay. But what makes it, why can't they go to a road trip, go get married, and then come back? What's going to stop us? Why not just let it be legal? If it's in their household and they're doing whatever they want to do, why can't they just be happy? What makes you think that you could be the one to stop them? Would you want your parents to sit there and tell you, if I was with my boyfriend and they're like, you can't marry him because he's this and this and that? It's almost the same thing as you telling a gay couple or a lesbian couple, you can't marry them, you can't date them because they're a different sex. It's the same rules going back and forth over and over again. For prosandcons.com, they believe that denying someone the option to marry is discrimination, for one, and 2, it splits up our society. It creates a brand new society. It has people going against it. There's always riots going on about this. So you're making a diverse society. So it's like one side's over here and the other side's over here. Why don't you just want it to be all together? So there's 2 points right there. And with equality, gay marriage is protected by the U.S. Constitution and commitments to liberty and equality. That's where equality comes in again. The Constitution gives you that equality. So why is it that we believe that we can't let someone be happy? If you deserve the right to be happy, everyone deserves the right to be happy. You can't choose who you love. You can't choose how you end up being and how you end up growing up to be. Your parents can raise you the right way. You can end up being a completely different way. It's all up to you. But there's just certain people who can't help it. There's certain people who end up doing it later. So gay people come out after they've had kids and been married to each other. So what makes you think that you can be the person to be like, no, you can't do it. You can't do this because they're the same sex as you, or anything like that. So, my main points again were freedom of expression, freedom of religion, and the pursuit of happiness and equality. It says that you should be happy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm done now. Yes,
people have rights to have. Do you think that statement is a discriminatory statement, or is it someone just expressing how they feel?
Okay, can you say that question again? Sorry.
Some would say that marriage is a privilege that only certain people are allowed to have. Do you think that's more of a discriminatory statement, or is it just someone just expressing their views? Like, do you get it or no?
I don't know, I feel like it's like almost a discrimination. Yeah, I mean, certain people can't get married and certain people can. There's like a lot that goes behind the marriage process. It's not just one courthouse, there's actually a lot that goes into it. And for someone to say that it's like a right, it's not really, because people, like, you know, you go to Las Vegas and you go to one of those drive-through chapels and you just get married real quick. Like, there's certain ways like you can go around that, but I feel like someone can't just be like, y'all can't get married. Like, it's not okay. Like, just saying that is just a discrimination. Yes. Yes. Natasha? Sorry.
Okay, people, they live together,
Yeah.
and they can be perfectly happy as a civil union. So, in some states, if they really wanted to be married, they can go drive and go get married,
Yeah.
and that would be legal.
Yeah.
So, why should it be legal in every state?
Because like, what's the difference? If they went to a different state, got married, and then came back, it's the same thing. Yeah. But the point is, like, why should they have to do that? If it's
In some states, it's not recognized. Like, if you get married in California, like as a gay couple, and you know, it's you and your wife, if you're a girl, or you and your husband if you're a guy, and you come back to Texas, they won't ever recognize you as a married couple, so you don't get some benefit.
yeah, and that could bother certain people. I mean,
And
some
it
people it'd be okay, like, oh, you know, we're married and we know it. But other people, like, they want, you know, to be recognized for like, we are a couple, we are engaged, we are married. Some people, like, they want a little bit more than that. And I believe that why not? If they could do it in a different state and come back, like, what's the difference between just them getting married in that state, just staying there?
Guys, we'll take one more question and then we need to move on to the last two people. Ryan?
Oh, sorry, me?
Yeah, no, he, go ahead,
Oh,
Ryan.
okay.
Okay, yeah, well, I don't at all disagree with you. I'm very much in your corner with this. But one thing I do have to say is, in the LGBT community, it's a large point of context that gay marriage is the strongest publicly seen struggle, I guess, in the gay community, but it is minor compared, I guess, to other things that have to do with our civil rights, such as, you know, just general public stigma, recognition, teenagers' conversion therapy is a thing right now that President Obama made a statement on. There's so much facing the LGBT community on a day-to-day basis, and I was just wondering what your thoughts were as someone presenting on this, how gay marriage ranks with the rest of that, or if gay marriage is a lesser issue compared to the other LGBT issues too.
Well, to me, see, mine are the other ones. Like, I believe like this is like a really big deal right now still too, but those are a lot because there's always those people you see committing suicide because people aren't accepting them, and that's why those groups are more important to me than actual marriage.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate that.